Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Health and Wellness Center on the campus of Bunker Hill Community College for this afternoon's playoff game between your Bulldogs of Bunker Hill as they take on Mass Bay, the Buccaneers. If everyone will please kindly rise, and gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Let's make the starting lineup. First for the visiting Buccaneers of Mass Bay Community College. The guard number 4, Creswell Ligao. At guard number 10, Artem Segura. At guard number 14, Mason Lawson. Up forward, warning number 20, Luis Garcia Martinez. And up forward, warning number 24, Jack Randlett. Head coach of the Buccaneers, Darrell Hilliard, assisted by Daniel Mizrahi and Brandon Rodriguez. Sweet starting lineup for your Bulldogs of Bunker Hill Community College. Wearing number 1, 5'8", out of Cambridge, Angel Price Espada. Wearing number 3, 5'8", from Boston, Khalil Walton. Wearing number 10, 6'4", from Malden, David Marvelous. Wearing number 14, out of Gloucester, Mass, Byron Thomas. And wearing number 23, out of Cambridge, Corey Bird. Head coach of your Bulldogs, Crewman Jones in his 13th season, assisted by Isaiah Brash on his 12th, and Mark Bradley in his 6th. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's about to go down. The officials of this contest, Leon Grace, Kyle Averill, and David Swede.
From Bunker Hill Community College in Charlestown, Mass, this is NJCAA men's basketball here on LSP. Today it's the quarterfinals of the Region 21 men's basketball tournament between the Mass Bay Buccaneers and the Bunker Hill Bulldogs. Good afternoon, everybody. Sam Feely alongside Adam Nelson, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. Saeed Vasugi is on camera. I was about to talk about the season series between these two teams, which was split, and Bunker Hill getting the had the tiebreaker even with winning one more game overall in the standings by beating Quincy. But we just got some big news in another quarterfinal going on right now. As Mass Bay wins the opening tab. We'll give it to you in a moment, but Chris Rail Lithgow turns it over. Bunker Hill will Really get the true first offensive possession. Spot up three, Khalil Lofton, no good. Kept in bounds and then turned right over to Artem Segura. Northern Essex losing to the number 8 seed CCRI at the half right now.
It's amazing.
Search Financial just showed us the Northern Essex stream. That is amazing. Northern Essex, one loss all year, undefeated in Region 21, and they're down at the half.
Yeah, surprised at that score. Lost CCRI, the number 8 seed, traveling to Northern Essex for that game. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that score.
Well, runner by Mason Lawson, no good, and Khalil Lofton with the rebound.
Early on, both teams a little jittery here. Region 21 playoffs, first time in a couple years Mass Bay's been here. So we'll see if both these teams can settle down.
Yeah, these teams were jockeying for position all year to see who would get home court advantage. It's going to be the Bulldogs. That spot up three is no good. And Chris Rail Lithgow with the rebound. Ahead to Lawson. In the corner, Segura head fakes the three, makes his man leave his feet, but keeps the play going. Lithgow, front iron, no good. Still looking for our first bucket, and Bunker Hill will retain possession as they spike it off of Luis Garcia Martinez's feet.
Yeah, a couple quick shots so far both ways. I think both teams trying to feel themselves out early here.
Yeah, you know, playoff game. You know,
different animal here.
Different vibes. Win or go home. From just inside the arc, side iron by Angel Price Espada. Rebound by Garcia.
Yeah, again, another quick shot. Let's see if Mass Bay can run some offense here and get something good.
These aren't necessarily bad looks these guys are
getting.
No,
but it's early in the game. You're not in a flow yet. They got to get there.
Over to Lawson for three. Nope. But it's all like, you know, mid-range and long-range shots too. Nobody's really taking anything higher percentage.
Like you said, they're all. Listen, we've had all good open shots so far, but hey, it's playoff basketball here in Region 21.
The action taking place today and tomorrow with the semifinals and finals of both the men's and women's tournaments next weekend at Holyoke as Lithgow commits a traveling violation, and we're going to have the semis and finals next weekend on LSP as well, thanks to Holyoke for letting us set up shop there next weekend. 2:15 about gone by here in the first half. Mass Bay won the first meeting at Mount Ida. Bunker Hill won the returned the favor here in Charlestown. Spot up three, that's good for Khalil Lofton, and we finally have our first bucket of the game. Bunker Hill on top, 3-0.
Yeah, making a shot here too. Lets him get set up on a little pressure here with Price Espada pressuring the ball, and I think he does a really good job with that.
Khalil Lofton has only played in, this is only his 8th game of the season, but he's averaged 13.3 in his 7 games. All starts. Segura tries to answer, no, and the rebound ripped down by Corey Bird.
Yeah, Lofton was a good second semester addition for Bunker Hill. Like you said, he started every game he's played, and he's been really good for them. And a very rare miss on this end by Segura, who's been shooting it really well all season from 3 for the Bucks.
Espada can't nail that one. Lawson the rebound, try to go all the way and fights through the block attempt to get the layup.
Great take by Lawson. He's had a great freshman season here for the Bucks, and hopefully that's what the Bucks need to get him going here a little bit, get an easy one to the basket.
The drive, Price Espada, no. And now we got a tie ball, go to Bunker Hill as Mass Bay did win the opening tip, but turned it over immediately. So Bunker Hill, kind of a free possession there.
Yep, and you're going to let him play a little bit today. That was a good take by Price Espada with a lot of contact. Maybe they're going to let him play a little bit here today.
And Luis Garcia Martinez needs to see the trainer already. Took a hard bump there during that fight for the rebound, and Daniel Hidalgo is going to come in. Daniel Hidalgo, we heard his story during sophomore night about how he played one semester a few years ago. His first year a few years ago, and then took some time off. Obviously, COVID delayed stuff too, but back to complete his eligibility here. We're gonna have a timeout. And I believe it's called by Bunker Hill?
Well, no, it looks like we have some blood on the floor.
That'd be an
blood on the
issue,
floor will
wouldn't
do
it? Yeah, so, it's not your ordinary spill hazard, of course.
No.
So 3:29 gone by in the first half, and we are still just one field goal apiece. 3-2 our score.
Yeah, like I said, it's kind of a slow start offensively both ways for each team, but getting good looks. And I think once guys get a little bit more comfortable playing in this environment, in this atmosphere, like we said, playoff basketball is a lot different. You lose, you go home. You know, your season's over. These guys have been together since September, October. You know, we're almost in March. So it's not easy to get to the end of your season, and it's really not fun when it ends. So a lot of pressure both ways here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pressure, you know, on every team. I mean, you could cruise through the season like Northern Essex did, and now they find themselves trailing the number 8 seed CCRI at the half at our last check. But
yeah, and it's tough in this region. So, you know, our region, Region 21, gets an automatic bid to the NJCAA national tournament. So if you win it, you're going. But other than that, there's only 4 at-large bids in the entire country. So someone like Northern Essex, who's number 3 in the country right now, if they don't win this tournament, you know, for them to get one of those 4 at-large seeds, it's going to be a challenge. So there's a lot of pressure on Northern Essex to win 3 games in this tournament and make the national championship.
Yeah, and there's also not a lot of travel for teams in this region either. Like, you can play like the USCAA teams like NHTI and Central Maine and Southern Maine for your non-conference schedule, but other, you know, some of the, you know, NJCAA squads in New York too, but not a whole lot you see outside, you know, the Northeast, and we're having a considerable delay here with the trying to make sure because it's not just a slip hazard, you know, it can be a health and safety hazard too. If there's you know, a cut and, you know, some blood spilled. Obviously, it wasn't, you know, tragic or anything, but you gotta you gotta be careful, and, you know, safety first and all. So we return to live action. Head faking the 3 and driving. No. Back in deep. For Mervelis, turned over. Segura with another steal. It's the second steal. Almost commits a double dribble or carrying violation of some persuasion, but now in the corner it's Randlett. Picks up the dribble. Hidalgo.
Yeah, got to reverse the ball here at some point.
Top of the arc, it's Lithgow kicks it back out. Randlett, spot up 3. Nope. Weak side rebound. No. Hidalgo can't corral it, but there to back him up is Lawson, who will direct traffic here. 16 to shoot. Spot up 3. Segura, side iron, no good. Hidalgo trying to maybe with a little bit of a self pass there, trying to secure the rebound, trying to get it away from Byron Thomas, but he deflects out of bounds instead. Yeah,
Segura 0 for 2 early on from 3, and again, that's a guy who's shooting in the high 40s from 3 on the season, one of the better shooters in the region. Hopefully he can get it going at some point here today.
Jump pass over to the elbow now outside to Bird. Good double team there in the corner. 3, back iron, no good. He's gonna get the rebound here. We got a foul on Randlett.
Good physical foul in there. You know, it's getting chippy. Playoff basketball gets chippy. Good foul by Jack Randlett.
Randlett with his first foul, and in fact, the first foul of the game on either side. Spot up 3 is front iron, no good. Looked good,
another,
but Thomas just
another wide open miss.
Straight down off the rim.
Yep. You got to figure some of these are going to start falling at some point once you guys get a little more comfortable. Good take by Mason Lawson.
And Lawson gives Mass Bay their first lead of the game. It is now Mason Lawson 4 and Khalil Lofton 3.
Yeah, like we said earlier, he's had a great freshman year for the Bucks. Can really do it all. Gets to the basket, will make shots, but really gets this offense moving by moving the ball. Good young player for the Bucks.
Spot up 3, that won't go. Lawson with another rebound. We're more than 5 minutes into this one, and we've only had 3 field goals made. Now 5:20 gone by, and we will have our first foul on Bunker Hill, and it's on Angel Price Espada.
Yeah, tough foul when you foul a guy 50-plus feet from the basket.
David Mervelis going off to the bench in that substitution there. You can see Randlett camping out in the corner. Wonder if they'll get it to him. Now it'll be Lithgow taking the 3, and he airballs it and try to spike it off his man at the baseline as Segura, and it worked.
Yeah.
I didn't think he hit him. I thought he just straight down on the baseline.
Good smart play. Bunker Hill staying in zone here.
15 seconds to shoot. Segura curling into the corner, thought about the 3, now peels out. Down low for Hidalgo. Back in the key, loses the handle, was halfway between a shot and a pass. Chance for Lofton, he scores. And now does Khalil Lofton 5 and Mason Lawson 4.
Good steal, good take to the basket. Again, that's what you need to get yourself going. You know, not shooting it well, get to the rim, get the easy ones.
Go over to Lawson in the corner, Randlet, 3! Kenny Powers.
And that's what it'll take to get Bunker Hill out of the zone. You got to make some threes. That's a good make by Jack Randlet, wide open in the corner.
He brought it upon himself with the haircut he was sporting for during the first semester, and even though he's scaled it back a little bit, he will never not be Danny McBride in my eyes. And checking for the first time is Antonio Taylor, who was such a massive contributor in the first semester, and then got injured, missed a number of games, trying to. Told me he's going to try and contribute as much as he can off the bench here, and as quality a player he is, Randlet, this is
big like you said, big to have Antonio Taylor back, leading scorer for the Bucks, been out most of the semester with a knee injury. Little full court pressure here by Bunker Hill.
Trey Qualls with the Qualls, right? Yeah, it was Qualls with the 3. And now we got another foul on Bunker Hill.
You know, Bunker Hill really does a good job with their pressure, but in order to pressure, you got to make shots. So they've started making a couple of shots, which will change the game here a little bit if they can continue to make shots and get set up in their press. Back in zone, half court here for Bunker Hill.
Runner from the free throw line, front iron no good. Lost tried a couple of those shots early on, neither has gone so far. Kicked out to Qualls, in the corner, 3 for Byron Thomas, no, and the rebound right to Segura. Segura, you think of him as a sharpshooter, but he can contribute in a lot more ways than just, racking up the threes, which he is more than capable of doing, and now he's going to go to the rack and go to the line.
Right. As you said, and there's times where, you can see the look in his eyes. He just gets focused. He'll put his head down, go to the basket. He can score going to the basket. He can rebound the ball. Again, another first-year player from Mass Bay. He's going to have a good career here.
Chad O'Donnell in the chat says, Coach Hill on the sideline, Coach Nelson on the mic, let's go. Segura hits the first free throw, and that's his first point of the game. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25 per ad. Email samfeelypbp@gmail.com for more information. 8-8, and now Segura for the second of 2 free throws. The foul, by the way, was on Qualls, and that will make Segura 2 for 2, and back and forth we go. 9-8, Mass Bay's the lead. Changing hands. Like that bottle of liquor on Greenland, right? Between Canada and Denmark. Well, actually, the actual bottle doesn't change hands. It's just different bottles. I think one's a bottle of Crown Royal, and the other's some sort of Danish liquor. I don't know, but you know the story I'm talking about.
I have
right?
no idea, Sam. I'm an old guy. You got to fill me in here.
Old guy. Dude, don't remind me of my own near-death experience last year.
Boy.
Good God. 10-9.
There's Qualls again. Qualls getting going a little bit here for Bunker Hill.
5 now for Trey. So 5 for Trey and 5 for Lofton. 10-9 and lift
tough
out.
Take. 1-on-3. Tough situation to just take the ball to the rim like that.
Yeah, I mean, Lithgow, he's a playmaker too, and he wants to make an impact.
Yep, but there's a time and a
There's a time and place for everything. And will be a jump ball possession of Mass Bay after Omasori tried to secure the rebound after the missed layup by Romar Larston. So possession will go to Mass Bay.
Yep, dead ball gets Bunker Hill a chance to get set up in their 2-2-1 press again.
Bunker Hill now called for 3 fouls, by the way. Still just the 1 on Mass Bay. 8.5 gone by in the first half. Segura crosses, picks up the dribble. Hidalgo can occasionally hit it from out there, but he'll give it up. Oh, nearly bumped into Lofton, traveled. Here is just from inside the arc. Lawson, no, but Hidalgo with the rebound and the stick back.
Good job by Daniel Hidalgo. Takes up a lot of space inside, a wide body in there. Nice job cleaning the glass.
He's real wide, as the Lexington High School baseball players once told me of one of their one-time star players, Billy Borden, whose brother Ed Borden is now on the coaching staff for the UNH football team. Head fake on the 3 by Hidalgo. In the corner, no good. And the rebound by Lauriston. Not much you can do there with him standing in
No,
the way.
not a lot of ball movement by the Bucks right now. You got to move the ball a little bit against the zone. Can't be one pass and shot.
Cross by Lauriston, puts on the brakes right underneath the hoop. Can't get it to go. Lithgow hoping to get in the score sheet. It'll be Segura for 3, rims out. It was tipped back in by Lawson.
Good job by Mass behind the offensive glass. 2 possessions in a row. Finishing with easy ones. You know, you think if you're Bunker Hill, maybe at some point you come out of the zone because they're not boxing out of the zone very well. So see if they make an adjustment there at some point.
Price Espada. Another in a long line of Cambridge basketball greats. Bunker Hill keeps possession after Segura tried to steal the rebound. No good, and Taylor with the rebound. I mean, I don't know what it'll take to ever eclipse, Patrick Ewing and Ramil Robinson in the early '80s Cambridge Falcons, but they've produced some fantastic talent over the years.
They have, coached by Mike Jarvis, one of the greats. Some really good teams there. Lance Daunton was a member of some of those teams. Played football at Michigan. Some really good Cambridge teams. Really good players coming out of Cambridge.
Timeout called by Mass Bay, and that will be the first timeout called the game. They got 5 left, 9:57 to go in the first half. LSP is the live event specialist. Ask us about streaming, taping, or announcing your next sports game, gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event. Rates start just $150. Email samfeelypbp@gmail.com for more information. So let's see. I'll put it on mute and put it in a separate window. Let's see how we're doing with the Northern Essex CCRI game. And right now, it's hard to tell because they're both called the Knights, but it is 66-57. I'm trying to figure out, I think there's something hanging in front of whatever is it's 66-57 in one direction or the other, and I can't make out which.
I'm surprised it's even that close at this point.
Yeah, I know, right?
The number 8 seed, CCRI.
I mean, CCRI is, not a bad team by any means, but like Northern Essex been,
they ran through the league.
Just been eating worlds,
23-0 in the region, 28-1 overall. Ran through the region.
And the only loss was against a team they beat later in the season, right? Didn't they?
Northern Essex only lost to Suffolk County out of New York.
And I think they had a home and home with them, and they split the season series, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'll have to double check that, but anyways, Garcia Martinez is back on the floor.
Another
weak
offensive
side rebound. Lithgow can't get it to go.
Yeah, eventually Bunker Hill's gonna have to figure this out and clean up their defensive rebounding here.
Spot up 3, front iron, no good. Hidalgo with the rebound, and me working this gym for the first time in 5 years. Great to reconnect with Serge and Coach Jones and everyone.
Yeah, they do a great job here at Bunker Hill. Great facility.
I love the painting of the Boston skyline, including the Zachem Bridge here on our side of the court.
Former athletic director Loretto Jackson was instrumental in getting this thing painted. It's one of the best courts in the region.
And did she go to Clemson after Bunker Hill? She came from Clemson.
She came from Clemson. Was here for a while and eventually moved back down south. But one of her lasting legacies, I think, is the Boston skyline on the floor here at Bunker Hill.
Yeah, you gotta love it.
Yeah, what absolutely great court.
And by the way, that is Dr. Loretto Jackson.
That is Dr. Loretto. That is.
And Serge would always refer to her as Dr. J, too.
That's right, Dr. J. She did a great job building this place, and Serge has done a great job since he's taken over for the last year.
Serge also doing work in the ABA with the Providence Pirates, too. We got a foul here. It looks like David Mervelis is going to go to the line. I think they got Lithgow for the foul there, so that'll be foul number 3 on the Bucks.
Yeah, kind of a really choppy game so far. Not a lot of flow going today.
Yeah.
A lot of open looks that have been missed. A lot of missed box outs. We'll see. I think 11 minutes into this thing, if guys start settling down a little bit and get into a better flow.
Second free throw for Mervelis is good, and he has his first 2 points of the game. And it's back down to a 1-point game. 13-12. I've been so used to doing Mass Bay home games that I keep typing the wrong score on OBS here. We got an offensive foul, a charge called on Segura.
Yeah, and that's what the pressure will do to you. You know, full court pressure. He brought it into a trap area. A couple guys ran at him, and he did throw that forearm up there. But good job again. You know, you make baskets, you can set up in your pressure, and that's Bunker Hill's done a good job of that.
Now, whichever Knights are leading, they're leading by 17 right now, 74-57. Spot up corner three, no good. Rebound right to Qualls. Ice stray with the stick back, and he's got 7.
Now Bunker Hill's starting to do a good job on the offensive glass.
You know, basketball is a game of runs. Hello.
Again, hey, the pressure, you throw the ball into a trap area, that's what's going to happen.
Thomas with the steal. He'll try to set it up. Oh, bobbled just outside the arc. Could have been a great opportunity for a quick three there for Qualls. And now outside the key, it's Bird. Kick back out. Mervelis gives it up. It's Qualls again. No, rebound, stick back, yes, for Mervelis. His first field goal. Now he's got 4. And the lead is up to 3, 16-13.
Yeah, pressure again, causing another turnover.
Steal. Bryce Espada, no look pass, and he is fouled by Segura. And that's really, you know, all you can do, I think, if you're Segura, to try and stem the momentum that Bunker Hill has at this point.
Yeah, no, good foul there. But again, the problem is by giving Bunker Hill, you know, easy offensive rebound baskets, they're setting up in their press. They're doing a good job of trapping at half court, just over half court. Mass Bay's got to do a better job of getting the ball up quicker, throw it opposite, and attack the rim. But,
already now 5 fouls on Mass Bay. It felt like they just had one just a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
And Segura is not going to come off. They're going to pull Randlet, bring in Taylor.
You know, we just said a couple minutes ago, you know, kind of choppy game. No one's found their flow. Well, I think over the last 2.5 minutes, Bunker Hill's found their flow here a little bit. They are starting to get going now.
So 6 quick points from Mervelis, including 4 from the free throw line, and now Bunker Hill is on a 7-0, actually an 8-0 run now that I think about it, yeah.
There, and hey, so that's what we just talked about, right? Get the ball, you know, opposite and attack the rim, and that's what Mass Bay did for a layup, and that's what you should be doing against the pressure, trying to get layups.
Fade away, rims out. Lawson with the rebound. It's important to get Lithgow going too offensively. On the cuts, Garcia Martinez loses it out of bounds. It was deflected out by the Bulldogs. So Mass Bay will keep possession with 23 to shoot and 7:31 left in the first half. From the free throw line, Lewis, no. Rebound corralled with one hand by Qualls. He's now got 7 points, 3 rebounds. Ahead to Mervelis from just inside the arc. Back iron, no good. And we got a foul. We're going the other way.
A quick shot there by Bunker Hill, and leads to the offensive foul.
Got on Bird. Foul number 4 on Bunker Hill in a 1-possession game.
More pressure coming here from Bunker Hill.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty easy call there on Mervelis. Wow.
Yeah, Segura trying to split the trap. Good job trying to split it, trying to get it opposite.
5 fouls now on each side. Full 30 to work with for Mass Bay. Lawson over to Lithgow, drives in the corner. Segura, it's blocked. Gets it back, however, and a foul. And looks like they got Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah, they got Coach Jones from Bunker Hill over there upset. I think he wanted the hook on Segura, who looked like he was hooking his guy coming around, but I think the official was blocked from that one. Yeah, Coach Jones may have a case there.
The club and the swim move might work if you're a football lineman. Not exactly legal in this sport, though.
No, it is not.
Can't do it on lacrosse either. That's what they call a ward. There's a reason the Heisman is a football trophy, not a trophy in any other sport. Spot up 3, Lithgow. 5 in a row now for Lithgow to tie the game at 18.
Yeah, good job by Mass Bay getting back into this thing. This thing could have gone south the way Bunker Hill was scoring and pressuring, but really good job by the Buccaneers to get back into it.
From just outside the key, no. Rebound by Mervelis will peel out. Now in the corner, Lofton, he's back to work.
Yeah, it's too bad there. You know, you give him another opportunity. You get the offensive rebound, kick it back out, give him a wide open three. You know, this ball should have been going the other way a while ago.
Lofton had the first 5 for Bunker Hill and went silent until just now. So now he's got 8. Oh, in the corner, Segura. No, back iron. And the rebound by Qualls.
Yeah, it's a great look by Taylor to get it cross court to Segura, and Segura's got to make a shot here. You know,
Qualls running into a 3, no, and the rebound by Garcia Martinez. Go ahead.
Good box out there by Garcia Martinez. That's what the Buccaneers need. Clean up that glass and go the other way without having Bunker Hill pressure you.
Lawson out to Taylor for 3, no. Taylor's not your biggest three-point guy. You know, all these guys can shoot from distance, but
and you know, Taylor's still banged up. It's still hard to watch him get up and down the court right now. You know, he's leaving it all out there. You can tell he is still not even close to 100%.
Deep 3, front iron, and be picked up by Garcia Martinez. Took a bounce off the rim. I thought Garcia Martinez could have easily just let go out of bounds, but right in your lap, why not? Keep it moving. Pass tipped, corralled by Lawson, 15 to shoot. It's a double team cross court pass. Segura, he's got the funniest release I've seen.
He does. He's got a very, very narrow base. It's almost like shooting darts. But we said he's shooting, you know, 40+% from threes. Made a ton of them this year. Really, you know, one of the better shooters in the region.
And we got a 30-second timeout called here by Coach Jones for Bunker Hill.
Yeah, and I think that's a good timeout by Coach Jones. You know, they made a little bit of a run, let Mass Bay back into it, started getting sloppy again offensively. So good timeout, get them settled here, run something good, and try to push this thing out a little bit more.
Okay, all's right with the universe. Northern Essex is up 20 now on CCRI with 7:34 to go.
That was a scary halftime score.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean,
but if you look at it,
whatever Coach Tardif and company said to the guys at halftime worked. Now they're up 21 now.
But that was their last regular season game of the year. CCRI played Northern Essex, and it was like an 8 or 9 point game. So CCRI does play them well.
Yeah.
But again, you're looking at a team that's 23-0 in the region. Don't expect them to lose in the first round.
No, not at all, especially at home too. You know, once you get to the neutral, once you get to Holyoke in the semifinals, you might have a different story. Rims out on that layup. Ball is tied up. Possession will stay with Bunker Hill, and you see the officials getting in the middle here quickly to.
Yeah, that was a big time take by Lauritsen. I'm surprised he didn't finish it, but what a quick spin move. Great take. Little controversy here on the jump ball, which way this thing's going.
Yeah, I realized that I still had Mass Bay as having the possession on the scorebook, but it is correct, I guess. Not much protesting from Coach Hilliard. A lot of missing here, up close by Bunker Hill, but they'll peel out here with Guillaume.
Got to try to clean that up. Too many offensive rebounds going to lead to something good.
Guillaume will drive, put on the brakes, spin move, turn around, fade away, no. And the rebound by Lithgow. So much ado about nothing in that last minute or so of game action. Mass Bay only down 3 here in the corner. Segura head fakes. In a playoff game, if you're only down 3 in the first half, you might be tempted to take those threes, but you're not going to win the game right there.
Right. No, I think that Segura passed up a 3 there. I think it's a product of him missing a bunch early. It's usually a really good shot for him, and maybe not a bad idea to get to the rim and get one going that way.
Oh, Thomas taking a lot of contact there. He goes down. I'll go to the line for 2. That'll be foul number 7, I believe. Yeah. Taylor guilty of the foul.
Yeah, good call. I think Taylor slid in a second late there. That's always that block charge is so hard, but to me it looked like he slid in a half a second late there.
And I was wrong. It was only the 6, but now both teams will be in the 1-on-1 on the other team's respective next foul. Thomas sinks the first of 2. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD or digital copy of most past broadcasts, or check our exclusive collection of merchandise, including the LSP hoodie, this one I'm wearing right here, the Never Concede collection, some stuff with my Greyhound on it, lsp37.creator-spring.com to place your order. Easy turnover, easiest turnover of your life. You'll get there for Guillaume, and he gets the assist on the easy layup for Lauriston, and that'll result in a timeout. Coach Hilliard and Mass Bay. Oof, maybe things starting to slip away a little bit for the Bucks. I don't know. Down 7, largest lead of the game for the Bulldogs with a 4-point possession, basically. Right
and I think that's a good time for Coach Hilliard to call a timeout here. Really kind of a sloppy turnover against the pressure. And it's hard, to say sloppy turnover. Antonio Taylor is out there playing really on one leg. He's missed most of the semester with a knee injury. He's rusty, but he's out there because he knows this is it. You have to win this game. So you give him credit for being out there. But, good time out here. Let's Coach Hilliard tried to get him settled a little bit, figure out another way to break this pressure, maybe getting it away from giving it to Taylor in the middle, maybe get Lawson back here or something. But, again, get the ball middle, get it opposite and attack the rim. That's what they got to get back to.
Yeah, he's only played this is only the 3rd game he's played in the new year, Antonio Taylor. His last game of 2022, he scored 37 in the final game of the fall semester at Bristol. Since then, he's only played twice, had 8 points in the loss at Massasoit on January 19th and 4 in the win at home against Roxbury on sophomore night.
Yeah, the Massasoit one was tough. Mass Bay was down 2 with about 10 minutes to go when Antonio Taylor got hurt under the basket, hurt his knee, and Massasoit, won that game. With Taylor, it probably goes the other way.
Yeah. In the fall semester, Taylor started the season with 3 straight 20-pointers. Had a 23-point game against Massasoit on December 10th, and then the 37-point effort against Bristol. You hate to see the injury, sap that kind of talent from you when you need it. And another turnover forced by Bunker Hill.
Yeah, but it's kind of what we talked about. They got it into Mason Lawson's hands instead of Taylor's, and still turned it over.
And we're going to have another foul here, and I think it's going to be on
Hidalgo.
It'll
be on Hidalgo.
Yeah, Hidalgo. So this is going to be 1-and-1 now, I believe, for Bunker Hill. Yeah, it is. So
this was 18-18, Sam, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, 18-18. Now 7-0 run.
Well, basketball is a game of runs, hoping, maybe Mass Bay can make a run of them, for themselves here to get back into it before halftime, but they do have to figure out a way to beat this pressure, or else Bunker Hill will start pulling away here.
Almost hard to shoot the 1-and-1, and he sinks the first one.
Yeah, if you're Mass Bay here, you really want to box out, hope he misses the second one so Bunker Hill can't get set up under pressure.
And that hit the top of the backboard, so I'll be out of bounds.
Which now gives Bunker Hill a chance to get set up under pressure.
Sometimes things work out for you.
A little bit of a different look here with a little 1-2-1-1 pressure. They were 2-2-1 earlier. Now they're looking at trap here at half court.
Lawson, just outside the key. It's the third time he's tried that one-handed floater and it hasn't worked.
Mass Bay's first offense possession in a while lasted about 3 seconds.
Lauriston, down low, and a foul. Kind of a late call there. Almost saw was going up to stuff it in. He got rejected, but it's going to result in 2 shots.
From where we're sitting, it looked like a pretty good defensive play by Taylor.
I don't know if Taylor even got the ball. I don't know if he even touched him at all.
Yeah, it looks like he was just it was a presence there.
Yeah, well, sometimes that'll be enough to spook you if you're an offensive player, but
Sam, as the young kids say these days, the ball don't lie, right? He missed a free throw, so it wasn't a foul.
Ball don't lie has been a phrase since I was in high school.
Sam, I said I'm old. You're a young kid to me.
35 and I almost died twice in the span of 3 weeks. Don't call me kid ever again.
Big possession for the Bucks here. Kind of need a basket.
Oh! Taylor gets fouled there big time by Omasor going up for the block. 2:23 to go. I think us millennials have had enough of being, infantilized as a blanket statement,
I hear you, Sam.
Oh, boy. Listen, don't make me okay boomer you to the shadow realm, all right?
I've been called boomer by a lot worse people, Sam. It's fine.
But listen, if someone who's currently in college decides to okay boomer me, I'm just going to turn to a pile of dust at the spot. I mean, even before okay boomer really entered the lexicon, I knew I was getting old when I went to Tapa High School soccer game for a school that I had been taping different sports for several years to that point, and the student section recognized, and I hadn't even done broadcast, just taping the games, but the student section recognized me, and one of them shouted out, "Hey, Mr. Feely!" And you're getting old when you get mistered and you're not at a high school sports game and you're not even a teacher,
That is a good, you always remember the first time you were called Mr.
Lawson with the Euro step, and we'll go to the line.
Yeah, this is what we said, about a minute ago. Mass Bay, they need to kind of get back into this thing, and they've done a nice job with Taylor getting the line, making 2, and now Lawson getting the line, and it's what happens at the end of these halves when you start getting in foul trouble. The 1-on-1 and the double bonus, you can get some easy baskets from the line and get yourself back into these things. So
Lawson back to the line, had a great start to the game offensively, but he, much like the rest of the Buccaneers squad, has cooled off. He started out with 6 quick points and 4 quick rebounds, but he's only just now gotten back in the score column.
Yeah, Mass Bay's only got 21 with 1:53 to go in the game. Low scoring affair both ways here.
You can get it to 1 possession if you're Mass Bay by halftime. I think you'll call it a win.
Absolutely.
I mean, even a 5-point game, considering how low scoring it is.
Yep.
Well, you're within reach.
Yeah, Mass Bay showing a little zone here.
There's the Thunder. We were looking for that earlier, but
that's a good finish. And that's what happens against the zone. That backside gets exposed sometimes. Good job by Bunker Hill finding him.
Well, Bunker Hill was running the zone earlier. Lithgow tries to answer, and Mass Bay was able to solve it. Now Mass Bay's running the zone, and Bunker Hill's able to solve it. So I think, you obviously can't be stagnant with your game plan all game. You got to make adjustments, but it's at what point do we just see man to man
Hey, it's a chess match. Right.
Sorry.
No, you're right. You got to figure it out. Figure out when you're gonna hit him with a little zone and some man and trap somewhere in pressure. It's definitely a chess match.
1:02 to go. If Mass Bay can hurry, they can get a 2-for-1. But the trap's in effect here. They do get it into the half court.
Yep.
Extra pass. Garcia Martinez will go to the line.
Great job by Chris Rail Lithgow right there. Caught the ball on the wing against the pressure, looked middle, which is where you should look. Great cut by Luis Garcia Martinez, get himself to the line.
Well, it's now Northern Essex 94, CCRI 63, with a minute and a half left in that one.
A tale of 2 halves up in Northern Essex
Are
today.
you kidding me? It was well, actually, Northern Essex was only up 5, actually. They weren't. It was 48-43 at the half. I don't know where I mean, maybe we did misread the scoreboard the whole time, but
still a really close game. Turned out into a blowout there. Yeah.
It turned to the canyon that we kind of expected.
Yeah, and that's right. You look at that final score, and that's kind of what you would expect that final score to be. But looking back at the game, it was a closer game than the score looked.
Yeah. This is the time of year where I start doing my Kevin Harlan impression. I'm calling both of them. On the deck in the key, right outside the lane. I'm sorry, and it's out of bounds.
Wow.
the corner. Here's Segura for three.
It's only a matter of time before he's going to make one, and that's what the Buccaneers need is for Segura to get going from three. He's definitely a difference maker when he's making shots.
Last shot now here for Bunker Hill. Can they get the lead back up to 2 possessions before halftime? 3, 2, Lauriston, air ball. We got a game, folks. So, halftime, Bunker Hill 29, Mass Bay 26. Mass Bay, prevented the floodgates from, bursting, and they were down by as many as 8. They get it back to within 1 possession, and they actually get the ball to start the second half too.
And you said it a minute ago, Sam, if they get it to a 1-possession game by the half, it's going to be a good game here. So they did a good job of getting it back to that 1 possession.
We'll take a timeout. Back in about 15 minutes of the second half from Bunker Hill Community College in Charlestown, Mass. Against Bunker Hill 29, Mass Bay 26 in the NJCAA Men's Basketball Region 21 quarterfinals here on LSP. Welcome back to the second half of NJCAA men's basketball here on LSP. Sam Feely alongside Adam Nelson and Saeed Vasuki's on camera. We got the second half between the Mass Bay Buccaneers and the Bunker Hill Bulldogs. Up here from Bunker Hill Community College in Charlestown, Mass. 29-26, the Bulldogs on top. 6 for David Mervelis, 8 for Khalil Lofton, 7 for Trey Qualls, 2 for Byron Thomas, and 4 for Sam Omasor, and Lauriston also with 2 for Mass Bay, 5 for Chris Lithgow, 5 for Segura. Only got his first field goal of 3 of the game real late in that first half. 2 for Taylor, 8 for Lawson, along with 5 rebounds. And 1.3 rebounds for Martinez, and 3 for Randlett, and 2 for Hidalgo. And Mass Bay doing a good job, falling behind by as many as 8, and then stemming the tide and getting back to within 1 possession, and they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, like you said, Mass Bay did a great job of clawing back into this thing. Got a chance here getting the ball to start the half. But let's see, if they spoke in the locker room about handling the pressure a little better, and we'll see.
Mass Bay in blue, Bunker Hill in white as we get the second half underway. Winner to the semifinals against Northern Essex next Saturday at Holyoke. The other 2 semifinals get underway at 7 and 8 o'clock tonight. Segura, we'll have to see him get off to a hot start early in the second half, but Randlett tracking down the rebound out of nowhere.
Great hustle play.
Ms. Randlett coming up me, thanking me for the Kenny Powers reference the other during one of the last games of the regular season, and I told her and I told Jack, you left me no choice. You brought it upon yourself,
Well, that's a nice family that.
You want me to break out the Stone Cold Steve Austin references instead? Shave your head and grow a goatee. That's all you have to do. And we got an offensive foul now on Bunker Hill.
Yeah, there's the hook. We thought we saw one earlier with Segura, but that was a much easier call. Big time hook there. Good call by Leon Graves, one of the veteran officials out here. Does a really good job. Good crew today, by the way, on this game. And Leon, being the crew chief, really does a good job.
So Mervelis picks up the foul. I had him as having 1 already, but apparently that is just now only his first. And here comes Lithgow. Segura, Lawson, 12 to shoot. Lithgow, defense clamps down on him, taps it out. Lawson with 5 from just inside the arc, no. And the rebound to Corey Bird, who was scoreless in the first half. Here is Thomas, cross-court pass to Espada, drives, leans in, no. Rebound, Garcia Martinez avoids traveling there as he was stumbling a little bit, trying to secure that rebound. Almost a travel there by Lithgow, too. Nice move, cross-court pass, Randlett, no. Garcia Martinez tracks down the weak side, rebound. He's already got 5 rebounds now.
Another good offensive rebound by the Bucks.
Step back, Lithgow, air ball. Uncharacteristic. Really uncharacteristic of both teams, the stagnant offenses so far this game. Now the second half starting out kind of similar to the first, but we're basically getting our first points 2 minutes in or so, as Lofton is now up to double figures, first player to do so in this game.
Yeah, like you said, very sloppy start both ways again this half, similar to the first half.
Randlett will try to answer. Kenny Powers.
Feeling it today. That's his second 3 of the game.
He's got 6. And Mass Bay now within 2. 31-29. Buccaneers led by as many as 8. Here's a spot up 3. Front iron no good. A line drive rebound right to Randlett. And now a chance for Mass Bay to tie or take the lead. Once the offenses did get going in the first half, the teams were trading the lead back and forth. Excellent tap by Garcia Martinez over to Randlett and now to Lithgow. 15 to shoot. Lawson behind the back from the elbow. Pushed it too far wide right there.
Yeah, good job again by Mass Bay, though, on the offensive glass. Give themselves a couple extra opportunities at it. But, the one thing for Bunker Hill here, Angel Price's spot has really not gotten it going yet tonight. He's averaging 20 points a game, leading scorer. I think at some point with good steal.
He caught him napping. He caught Marvelous napping, and Lawson will get the transition deuce.
Smart heads-up basketball play by Mason Lawson. Like I said, really just an all-around basketball player. Really understands the game.
Those are plays you dream of,
Yep.
Stuff you only see in movies, you think, right?
Yep.
Coming into a three here is Lofton. No. Lawson with the rebound. Lawson now to double figures himself. Lithgow has it rejected. Lawson cleans it up, spikes it over to Garcia Martinez. I think the action is starting to pick up
physical
a little
now.
bit
Now we're playing. Yeah, it's nice to see both teams really getting into it now. 16 to go.
Lawson in the corner. Randlett back to Lawson. 7 to shoot. Segura hasn't been sure of his three-point shooting ability today, but Lithgow sure is. He's got his second three. He's got 8, and Mass Bay up by 3.
Yeah, great ball movement by the Bucks right there. Reverse the ball, get into the corner, get it out of the corner. Gives you a wide open three. Good hit by Lithgow.
Price Espada directing traffic here, and you can see Nkrumah Jones ordering a sub here at the next opportunity. Here is Lofton at the free throw line. Bird hasn't scored yet, and he does right there.
Good take. Good take. If he gets going, if Price Espada gets going, be a different game here.
Lithgow jab steps, meets a double team along the baseline. Randlett,
got another one. Wow. Randlett's third three of the game. He is feeling it today.
What's his season high? I think he might be already.
This has got to be it, right? Got to be
in
it.
A playoff game, no less.
Yep. He's feeling it. He's bringing a lot of energy to the Bucks.
Major Leon Poe in the NBA Finals vibes, and the layup no good for Segura. Oh, could be a carrot travel there for Price Espada. Definitely looked like some kind of violation, but we play on.
Yeah, Mass Bay with the momentum.
Maybe just processing it so much as a referee, they don't know what to call by the time, it wouldn't matter anyway. Lithgow, no. Segura tracks down the rebound, saves it. Garcia Martinez cutting in on the backdoor on the underside of the rim, but Lithgow draws the foul.
Yeah, Mass Bay just playing really hard right now, legitimately coming up with every loose ball, with every tip, giving themselves extra looks at this thing. It's they've done a good job of not just clawing back into this thing, but taking a lead here.
This is their largest lead right now of the game, 37-33, and now 2 shots for Chris Rail Lithgow. First one rolls out.
So Mass Bay's been doing this all year. They'll get everybody off the line, assuming that Chris is going to hit it and just really trying to get back and get that defense set. Been a pretty good strategy for them all year.
Yeah, and there have been even some instances where, they drop everyone back and the shooter misses the free throw. I think there was, in fact, one play involving Chris where he missed the free throw but tracked down his own rebound.
He did. That was against Roxbury, their last home game.
5-point lead now for Mass Bay. Steal by Segura. Meets a double team, crosses the timeline. From the elbow, out to Lawson. 22 to shoot. Just inside the arc, starter stepped a little bit, tries to keep possession. Lithgow thought about the three, tries to get it over to Segura, and with the steal, it's Qualls. Spin move in the lane, and he gets the deuce.
He hit one of those in the first half as well, missed the layup. That time he made it, but that's a big-time spin move that Qualls has. And again, we've been talking about this all game. This is what Bunker Hill needs to do, is be able to score to set up their pressure. They haven't scored in a while, so Mass Bay was getting easier looks at it.
Lithgow, no. Tried to draw a foul there on the closeout. Outlet pass, here is Lofton, no.
Good hands by Mason Lawson.
The loose ball.
Lawson did a nice job getting his hands in there, getting the tip, getting that ball out of there.
Garcia Martinez doesn't have a field goal yet, and he drew a foul. Already the third foul on Bunker Hill, and Brandon Andujar into the game now for the first time and giving Lithgow a rest. In the corner. This is a long 2 for Randlett, and he hits it.
Jack Randlett absolutely feeling it today. He's got 11. Career high 11 for Randlett.
Mass Bay back up 5. They put up a 3 on the board, a layup here for Bunker Hill, but he was pretty easily, pretty clearly on the line. Did they signal 3?
Yeah, I thought he was on the line. I thought he signaled 2.
Yeah, but it might just be a clerical error by the scoreboard operator, but obviously you don't want, and they did just fix it there. Foul, I heard Segura, I think they called on. Anyways. So first foul of the half on Mass Bay. It's a 3-point play. We're back down to a 2-point game, 40-38. Oh. Offensive foul on Garcia Martinez.
Well, we said it earlier. It's a game of runs, right? Mass Bay looked like they were going to pull away here a little bit. Bunker Hill's done a nice job of getting back into it here.
I mean, Mass Bay can come back from 8 down and take a 5-point lead. What does Bunker Hill have up their sleeves after being down 5? Chance to tie or take the lead here. And again, still nothing really from Price Espada yet.
Who traveled?
Lauriston
yes, sir.
traveled.
Good call. Yeah, that's an easy one. Bunker Hill with a little pressure here again.
Lawson. Great defense by Lofton. Segura, cross-court pass, picked off by Lauriston, trying to hit Andujar. Lauriston draws the foul.
I think one of the biggest differences for Mass Bay so far, well, I was just going to talk about Antonio Taylor not being in the game. It looks like he's getting up maybe. No, they're just calling timeout, but Taylor not playing at all this half.
Yep.
I think, maybe realizing that he is not able to go. Which definitely hurts them. It hurts their depth a little bit. We'll see if he's able to come back in the second half. I don't know. So
Segura called for his 3rd foul. They got it. They called him, reaching over the top. I thought that was going to be on Andujar, though. You'd certainly rather be on Andujar because you don't want to have to, manage Segura's minutes given how great a player he's been for the Bucks this year. 12:22 to go. Second half. Mass Bay up 40-38. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor our content for as little as $25 a spot. Email samfeelypbp@gmail.com for more information. 40-38. Again, Northern Essex beating CCRI, only up 5 at the half and pulled away, won by over 30. And the winner of this game gets Northern Essex in the semifinals next weekend, next Saturday at Holyoke. And we'll have the complete NJCAA Region 21 men's and women's basketball semifinals and finals next weekend at Holyoke Community College. And later tonight, the other 2 semifinals, it'll be Quinsig and Quincy and Massasoit and Roxbury. That game for Reggie Lewis Center, Massasoit and Roxbury, has an 8 o'clock tip-off. The Quinsig and Quincy game is scheduled for 7.
That game will be played at Eastern Nazarene College. If anybody is in the Quincy area wants to go see, come say hi to me. I'll be there hanging out.
Got nothing better to do on a Saturday night, huh?
Sam, what's better? NJCAA Region 21 basketball on a Saturday night?
Look,
what's better?
Look,
nothing better.
This is the life we chose for ourselves, I know. All right. First free throw good for Lauriston. Second free throw upcoming to potentially tie this game. No. Rebound by Lawson and
pressure, pressure off the miss too.
Oh, somehow no travel there by Lithgow. Doing a lot of dribbling there with a bunch of white jerseys surrounding him. And then you see Taylor there
is back in the game.
In the game. Here is Lawson from the elbow and rims down the rebound.
Great shot. That thing was halfway down, pop back out. Great shot.
Espada poked away, kept alive. Espada with a rebound, can't get the stick back.
Yeah, Espada cannot get going tonight at all. Like we said, leading scorer over 20 a game, missing putbacks. It's just he is not you know, with 11:45 to go, it has not been his day.
I mean, if he makes that one on the stick back, I mean, not only does that do wonders for, not only does that give Bunker Hill the lead, you'd think it will do wonders for his confidence, the team's confidence.
Yeah.
But
it helps just to see that ball go in the basket. It helps so much, whether it's a layup or free throw. That's right.
It only takes one.
That's right.
15 to shoot. Taylor peeling back. See the sleeve on his leg there. Lithgow, Hidalgo meets a double team. There's Lawson. 2 to shoot. Got to put it up. Did he get it off in time? No, he waved it off. The referee raised his arm as if it was a good attempt. He did get it off in time, but he waved it off immediately afterward. Would have been the right call anyway. Didn't make it anyway, so. 9 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Oh, good look.
Wing 3, no. Weak side rebound, Lofton. Here is Espada airballing it, and it's going to be out of bounds to Mass Bay.
Yeah, really kind of rare to see with Angel Price Espada the night he's having right now. You know, he really has just not gotten going at all and doesn't look like he's going to get going right now.
You know, he looked over towards us as you said that.
Yep.
We'll see if we'll eat our words. We'll see if you'll eat your words, Adam. You know, with the cold streak Bunker Hill has been on after the missed free throw that would have tied it, Mass Bay's missed on a couple opportunities to try to extend the lead. Ooh. And a blocking foul. Imagine that went down for Qualls.
Yeah, but so, you know, we said Price Espada has not gotten going right yet, you know, not gotten going scoring-wise, but right now, I mean, he is distributing the ball. That's a great pass right there that's going to lead to a couple free throws. So, I mean, you know, there's other ways to get going besides scoring.
There is. I mean, you know, he's your best player. He can contribute in other ways, but you'd like to, you know, see
you would like
something in the points column.
You would like to see him put the ball in the basket. I agree.
So, first free throw is good for Qualls. And second free throw now to try and take the lead. It is no good.
Good rebound by Taylor. You know, he said playing on one leg.
Turnover though. Taylor trying to get it back. Oh, that's always a cause for concern. Oh, is that on Taylor? Wow. Yeah, it is.
It is. Wow.
That'll be number 3 on Taylor. I mean, you know, health is obviously a concern, but, you know, with him now having 3 fouls.
Yeah, that's another concern. Again, with Mass Bay with a short bench anyway, with Hidalgo banged up, and definitely hurts.
Just inside the arc, weak side rebound. Lawson. Lawson approaching a double-double now with RS 10 points, getting up there in rebounds too. Pass Espada, shovels it off, and it's blocked from behind, but it is a foul. So both teams now have 5 fouls. El Balawan with the foul. That was his first. And Lithgow sinks the first free throw and sinks the second. Mass Bay back on top by 2, 42-40. Bunker Hill still has the opportunity to take the lead in one possession. Qualls, no.
Tough shot by Qualls. Quick.
Lawson, 1 rebound away from a double-double. More than halfway through the second half. Garcia Martinez in the corner. Taylor, Lithgow, 8 to shoot, drives, shovels it off, tried to get it to Garcia Martinez, but the steal by Price Espada.
Good
in
look
the
again.
Corner.
Yeah, good
Qualls
look again.
meets a double team, kicks it out. Guillaume gives it up. Price Espada, no. Rebound, Lawson.
Yeah, the
There's his
tough
double-double.
night continues for Price Espada.
In the corner,
Good look by
Taylor! No. Rebound tipped around. Oh, could have been a foul there on Garcia Martinez. Thought he clipped Mervelis as Mervelis was securing the rebound, but we play on. Qualls out to Guillaume. Under 9 minutes to go. Guillaume uses a screen, now finds us some space, dumps it off!
Great penetrating dump there by Guillaume. Did a great job, got him an easy basket right there.
Albalawin with the bucket. It's his first field goal and a turnover.
Right, that's what we said. That's what, you know, what baskets and easy baskets will do for you. You score, you get set up in your pressure. You get set up in your pressure, you can get turnovers. And, you know, if Bunker Hill is able to start scoring here a little bit, they can jump in this press again, which has definitely bothered Mass Bay most of the day.
Here is Guillaume working on Lithgow. Espada uses the screen, drives, kicks it out in the corner. Faking the three is Thomas, kicks it back out. Guillaume. Thomas, NBA three, no. Rebound right to Lithgow. 8 minutes to go. Lawson. In the corner, it's Lithgow. Lawson, Taylor, cross-court pass. Garcia Martinez, three!
Big three by Luis Garcia Martinez. Left him open in the zone, great hit.
Lewis's first field goal of the game gives Mass Bay the lead back, 45-42.
Yeah, big fella can shoot the ball.
I mean, him and Marshall Martin and a lot of other players in recent history, right. You know, Mass Bay basketball loves the fives that can stretch the floor.
That's right. Guys got to be able to do it all these days, right? And these guys, like you mentioned, a former Buck.
At any level of basketball.
Yeah, absolutely, right. And, you know, former Buck Marshall Martin, who finished his career at Framingham State this year, same thing, could step out and just knock down threes.
Is he over there, one of the guys in the Framingham State Jackets right now?
The Framingham State coaching staff is here watching this game.
All right.
Trying to recruit a bunch of MassCAC schools here today in the house.
You picked the right game to come to,
absolutely.
For sure.
A lot of players, a lot of guys going to the next level here.
45-44. Hey, Joe Bates, how you doing? Steal by Angel Price Espada over to Guillaume, and his pass is off target, was deflected out of bounds. Will remain with the Bulldogs as they try to reclaim the lead. They have come oh so close several times here this half.
Yeah, great job by Price Espada defensively and then advancing the ball up the court.
Just inside the arc, it's Mervelis. Now he holds up, now backs in. Fade away, air ball, and this time Garcia Martinez will let it go out of bounds.
Tough shot, just pound it, and eventually decide to shoot it. Didn't run anything there, really tough shot for Bunker Hill. Good for Mass Bay.
Taylor up the far side for Lawson.
Good job breaking the pressure this time. Stuck in the corner, though. Wow.
Breaking the pressure, you say, and we got a foul. And they got it on Guillaume, and that'll be his first. Sixth foul now on the Bulldogs, so 1-1 the rest of the way for the Buccaneers. Segura's back in the game with his 3 fouls. Taylor thought about going in the corner for Lithgow. You see Lawson directing traffic. Taylor, rims out.
Again, same thing. That ball was halfway down, popped out.
Seen that a number of times for both teams. Yep. Guillaume drives, kicks it out. Espada, leaner, yes! It only takes one.
You knew it was coming at some point. I'll tell you what, give Guillaume credit these last few possessions. He's really doing a good job of getting to the paint and finding guys.
Espada's first points of the game give Bunker Hill the lead with 6 minutes to go. It's Taylor, Lawson. Taylor in the corner. We'll pass up the 3. Lithgow will take it.
Good look.
No! Front iron in the rebound by Guillaume.
Had a great look at it. Good possession by Mass Bay offensively. Got a great look at a 3. That's all you can ask for.
Cross-court pass. Thomas thought about it. Goes to his right, drives the baseline runner. Back iron, no good. And the rebound by Lawson.
And that's where it's nice to have Taylor in there, where, you know, Lawson came down with the rebound, but Taylor's the one that tipped it and kept it alive to Lawson. Nice to have Taylor in the game.
5.5 minutes to go. We got a whistle. Timeout, Mass Bay. 3 timeouts remaining for the Bucks as they are now down 1, 46-45.
Yes, 5.5 left in this thing. 46-45 is a pretty low-scoring game. And to be honest, I am a little bit surprised coming in this thing. I thought it would be a little bit faster pace, or even maybe guys making a few more shots, which I think has been the biggest problem today. Not a lot of makes, and especially with Price Espada only having 2 today. But coming down to the end, this is what you want out of a playoff game. 1-point game at the end.
LSP is the live event specialist. Ask us about streaming next sports game, streaming, taping, or announcing your next sports game, gaming, tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event. Rates start just $150. Email samfeelypbp@gmail.com for more information. So 5:31 to go in the half. Mass Bay now in the 1-1. Bunker Hill. Mass Bay has one more foul to give before Bunker Hill's in the 1-1. 3 timeouts left for Mass Bay and 4 left for Bunker Hill.
That means this will be a long last 5.5 minutes. we got a lot left in us here.
That's how it always is at tournament time, isn't it? I mean, people complain about how long the end of basketball games, especially playoff games, drag out, but that's actually kind of the beauty of the sport.
Absolutely. That's why we're here, right? We want to see great basketball. We want to see playoff basketball. Let this thing take all day. That's why we're here. This will be a great ending here tonight, I think.
You just don't want to be on the wrong end of a Northern Iowa, Texas A&M game, right?
You do not. Yeah,
Lawson, 14 to shoot. Go ahead.
Bunker Hill still in zone here, but extending a little bit with some pressure.
Taylor with some space. Oh! Somehow he didn't get the foul, and now we'll have a jump ball. It's going to go to Mass Bay.
Wow, and that's a little bit of a, what Antonio Taylor looks like without a knee injury. That was a great take to the basket.
Taylor was looking for his first field goal of the game. Possession to the Bucks. Only 5 to shoot, remember. Taylor, does he realize it takes a wild shot?
Good
Garcia
pass.
Martinez is right there.
You call it a shot, we'll call it a pass. Good job by Taylor. Big basket for Mass Bay there.
And they reclaim the lead, too, 47-46. Under 5 to go. Espada, yes!
Sam, you've been saying it all night. It only takes 1, right? Well, here we go. He got his 1 a minute ago, and now he's going. That's
49-47.
Exactly what Bunker Hill needs at exactly the right time is to get Price Espada going.
Garcia Martinez will try to answer. Halfway down and out again.
3rd time on this side, this half of the Bucks. But I'll tell you, it's a good shot for Lewis. He's open from 3. He just made 1. You got to live with that one.
Angel Price Espada.
Yeah, that's who you want with the ball right now.
In the last couple of minutes, Taylor comes up with a steal. They got him on a travel.
Wow. Well, we're 50 feet away from it. Looked like he might have gotten hit there.
I got spun around, and that's what caused the travel. But all right, we approach 4 minutes to go. 15 to shoot here for Bunker Hill. Out to Loft, and he's been pretty quiet this half, and he has it taken away. But he gets it right back. Espada!
Sam, as soon as Espada caught that ball, you knew he was shooting it, and you knew he was making it. He really is a special player. These last few minutes, you've seen it.
Bunker Hill fans wanted a turnover there. Lead is up to 5 now for Bunker Hill, their largest of the half. Largest lead of the game has been 8. Lithgow loses the handle, out of bounds to the Bulldogs.
A little bit of a tough take there. In this situation, you want to move the ball and get a great shot. Not just a good one. Good timeout here by Mass Bay. Let's get settled.
Timeout, Coach Hilliard. 52-47. Mass Bay led by as many as 5 this half, and Bunker Hill has flipped the script.
Yeah, and I think we've been talking about it, but really, Angel Price Espada getting going here has been the difference in this game. It took him a while. Took him 3 quarters plus of this game to get going, but you could look in his eyes right now. He wants that ball. He's going to catch it, and he's going to make it. That last 3 he made from the corner, you knew it was coming. But again, really special player at this level. Should be a first-team all-region player, and will definitely be in the conversation for Player of the Year.
Since Mass Bay led 40-35, it's been a 17-7 run by the Bulldogs, and that was, I mean, a 5-point lead at the point that Mass Bay had it with 12 minutes to go. I mean, that's obviously not a safe lead at all, but Bunker Hill had their opportunities to chip in and then take the lead sooner, but they couldn't convert, and then Mass Bay couldn't make it hurt on them and extend their lead, and that is what has allowed Bunker Hill to stick around and now take a 2-possession lead, 3.5 minutes to go. Possession arrow favors the Bulldogs. 2 timeouts left for the Bucks, 4 for the Bulldogs. Mass Bay in the 1-1. Here is Guillaume working on Segura. Fakes the pass into the corner and gets his first field goal.
Yeah, easy. No help anywhere there from Mass Bay. Too easy at this point in the game.
Segura, double teams everywhere for Bunker Hill.
Yeah, Bunker Hill really turning up the pressure now. Got to move the ball.
Lawson one in the corner. Garcia Martinez, no. And Lithgow tried to stick it back. Who's going to be the beneficiary of the call here? Is it Lithgow or Garcia Martinez? It's going to be Lithgow, okay.
Yeah, so good job by Chris getting to the line there, but I think the thing, Mass Bay's got to do here against the pressure, and there's not a lot of time left, is really, move the ball, get it cross court, stop dribbling it, and get to the rim.
Lithgow with the first free throw. He's now got 12. He's now got 13, which includes 5 of 6 from the line.
Yeah, big possession here for Bunker Hill. See if they can take their time, run something good, and get a basket.
Some space here for Guillaume.
Well,
front iron no good, gets his own rebound.
Didn't
no
feel like
look
taking
pass,
the time.
Out to Lofton for 3, no. And the rebound by Garcia Martinez.
Yeah, it's again, time, score situation. If you're Bunker Hill, you might have wanted to run a little offense there and, use the clock as your friend, but I guess not.
Segura meets a double team.
Bad place
Lawson's
to pick the ball
got
up.
it. Lithgow, yes!
Big 3. Great shot by Chris. He's a big-time player. He'll make big-time shots when they matter.
16 now for Lithgow. It's a 1-possession game again as we're about to hit 2 minutes to go.
Now you got to get a great shot if you're Bunker Hill.
The drive, Espada!
That would be a great shot.
Espada finally into double digits in all like the last 4 minutes of game time too.
He is he's put Bunker Hill on his shoulders at the end here.
Taylor keeps possession. They get it across half court in time. Ball's on the deck. Timeout, Bunker Hill. They preserve the possession arrow. Coach Hilliard's fired up. He thought he should have been a turnover.
Yeah, playoff basketball. Both teams getting after it. Both coaches fired up. Guys getting after it, leaving everything they have on the floor. This is a lot of fun to watch.
1:51 to go. 4-point game. Angel Price Espada with 10 points. And his first point gave Bunker Hill their first lead of the half after Mass Bay had gotten up by as many as 5.
Yeah, he's really put the Bulldogs on his shoulder, kind of taking over this game. If he doesn't get going, I think this game looks a lot different right now. But he's, again, he's shown why he is a special player in this league by what he's done here in the last 7 or 8 minutes.
Espada scored his first points with just over 6 minutes left. He's now got 10 in the last 4 minutes to help get this to a 4-point lead for the Bulldogs, and he got up to as many as 7 before I mean, playoff basketball, it's a roller coaster every game.
Yep, none of these teams want to go home. You know, both of these teams, you know, like you said, they're going to go face Northern Essex, you know, number 1 team in the region next week. Both teams want the opportunity to do that.
Look at Coach Hilliard getting himself fired up. He's a boxer. He's like about to make his way down to the ring or something like that, standing on the top of the entrance ramp.
Guys will feed off both these coaches' energy. Both guys do a good job of getting into it.
There is Thomas. Shovels it over to Espada. Leans in. No. Gets his own rebound. No. Out of bounds will remain with the Bulldogs.
Wow, what a good job getting to the basket. Good job getting his offensive rebound. You can tell he's slippery, gets to the basket, athletic. Another timeout.
Coach Jones takes the timeout.
We said at the 5:30 mark that we're going to be here for a while.
Yep.
And we've been here for a while. We're going to continue to be here for a while.
We don't have, TV timeouts and commercial breaks in the traditional sense, but we can still get up to 2 hours here if the conditions are right.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of commercial breaks, the LSP store is now open. Go and get yourself a DVD or digital copy of most past LSP video broadcasts, or check out our collection of exclusive merchandise, including the LSP hoodie, the Never Concede collection, some stuff with my dog on it, lsp37.creative-spring.com to place your order. And remember, you can follow and support LSP on the web, Facebook, PayPal, Creative Spring, Ko-Fi, LSP37. So the winner of this game, again, Northern Essex next week, next Saturday at Holyoke, and we'll have all the Region 21 men's and women's basketball semifinals and finals next week on LSP Live and on demand from Holyoke Community College. We might have a broadcast in the interim too. The NEPSAC tournament pairings are going to be released tomorrow. Lawrence Academy girls hockey might have a home game, not confirmed yet, but we'll figure that out, and maybe we'll pull something else out of our hat. We'll see the update on the LSP YouTube channel, of course. 20 to shoot here for Bunker Hill with 90 seconds to go. Thomas, there is Price Espada. Basically nodding at Lawson. 6 to shoot. Lofton, bobbled in the corner, wild 3, air ball.
Boy. Shot clock violation.
Wow, great defensive stand there by Mass Bay. Yep. And now with 1:13 to go, well, you're not going to tie it in one possession. So with only 1:13 to go, I think you got to score quick, right?
You do, yeah. You got to get the ball down. You got to go.
You can't just run a full, set play.
Right. The clock is not your friend right now. You want to go score the basketball.
Well,
like
there
that.
goes Lithgow. Yes. 18 now for Lithgow.
But
one
now,
possession game.
On the other side here now, if you're Bunker Hill, you do want to take your time and get a great shot. You have the lead. The clock's your friend a little bit. You want to get a great shot at the end here.
You could think about maybe a 2-for-1 with the lead. I don't know, but
you could. But I think they're going to take their time here and get a good one.
Try to squeeze the life out of Mass Bay, right?
Absolutely.
Bird, no! Segura comes away with the rebound, and he drew the foul!
And I can't believe on that possession that they did not get Price a spot of the ball. Like, I would have given him the ball and cleared everybody out and let him go to work. That's amazing that Bunker Hill did not get him the ball. Mass Bay's going to get a couple free ones here.
That is the 8th foul now on Bunker Hill. Segura to the line. This is a 1-and-1, remember.
1-and-1.
The second foul on Qualls. And he makes it.
Bunker Hill's going to get the ball back.
If you're Bunker Hill, yeah, if he makes this, you get the ball back with a tie game. 4-second difference.
That's right.
To do the shot
4-second
game
difference.
Clock. He makes it. We have a tie game, 56 all.
Yeah, but here's where you want Price Espada. That's it. Just give him the ball. Get out of his way. This is what you want.
Espada over towards Coach Jones. Coach Jones will take the timeout. He's getting ready to do my Gus Johnson doing Isaiah Thomas's winner in the Pac-12 tournament all those years ago. But
yeah, so again, if you're Bunker Hill here, if you're Coach Jones, you got to be drawing something up where at some point this ball is going to wind up in Angel Price Espada's hands, and he is going to be the one to get the shot here. And you really want it towards the end of the shot clock. You know, if you got a 3.6-second differential right now, so you want Price's spot to get the shot.
As long as we're talking about, having MASCAC scouts in the building, 2017 MASCAC men's basketball semifinals, Salem State and Bridgewater State, I believe it was. Sean Bryan had a illustrious career at Lowell High. He was a hot freshman coming into the all season for Salem State, and then he was ice cold the entire game as they tried to claw their way back into the game, trailing big time to the Bears. And then the Vikings pulled level, and then Sean Bryan's only field goal of that game was the game winner with mere seconds remaining. And I mean,
well, we're setting up to get something good here at the end. So,
what you got for me, Angel? Or whoever wants to be the hero for Bunker Hill.
I mean, it's got to wind up. It might not get to him right away, but it's got to wind up in his hands at some point.
Now there's Guillaume against Segura. Remember, 4-second difference between the shot and the game clock.
High screen and roll maybe at some point here. Oh, a spot clearing him out.
Price against Lawson. 10.
Ooh, offensive foul. Ran him over.
Foul on Price Espada. And now with 8.5 and the shot clock turned off.
Great job defensively by Mass Bay, holding their ground, taking the charge. Wow.
This also puts Mass Bay in the double bonus. Oh, well, hang on.
We got a timeout.
I was going to say.
Yep.
All right, Coach Hilliard's going to draw up a play here. 8.5.
Yep.
Can they pull off the win on the road? Mass Bay was so great at home this year, struggled on the road, and now here they are with a chance to punch their ticket to Holyoke.
So if you're Mass Bay right here, Coach Hilliard in the huddle drawing something up, what you want to do is you want to get the very last shot. You don't want to give Bunker Hill the ball back. So worst case, if you miss a shot, worst case, you go to overtime. Best case, you make a shot and you get out of here. What you don't want to do is give Bunker Hill the ball back with a chance for anything. So, even if something happened and you didn't get a shot, hey, you go to overtime, you got 5 extra minutes to beat them. But the one thing you got to talk about here is getting the very, very last shot, not giving Bunker Hill a chance to touch the ball offensively again.
At least in regulation.
Exactly, right? Get it to the, again, worst case for Mass Bay, this game should go to overtime. Very worst case. Best case, they win it right here.
All right. 8.5 seconds to go, the length of the court. Punch their ticket. Taylor to trigger the inbound. There's Garcia Martinez. Taylor, it's been an awesome all year until his injury. Lawson, 2. Lithgow! Yes!
Wow. Basket's good.
Unbelievable! Chris Rail Lithgow at the buzzer!
Big time shots, right? Big time players make big time shots. Wow. 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 Great job by Mass Bay. Great job by Lithgow. Big time shot.
Not merely the fact that he hit it, but with a guy draped all over him, his arm blocking his view, and he got it over, and nothing but net, and Mass Bay wins 59-56.
Wow. Mass Bay headed to Holyoke next weekend to face Northern Essex. Wow. What a shot. What an ending. Unreal.
Chad O'Donnell, wow, crazy awesome win. Congrats. I would say, oh, wow.
Great job by Coach Hilliard and his staff running something at the end. Great job by Lithgow. Great job all around by Mass Bay to hang around long enough in this game to get that last possession to knock one down.
Lithgow finishes with 22. Mass Bay, 59. Bunker Hill, 56. They've got a date with Northern Essex next Saturday in Holyoke. The other two Region 21 quarterfinals later tonight, Quincy at Quincy and Massasoit at Roxbury, 7 and 8 o'clock tips, respectively. I still got another game to call tonight, and now my voice is scratchy.
Well, it was worth it, though. It was a great ending, Sam. It was worth it to get
But like I told Jack with the Kenny Powers and, you know, Danny McBride jokes all season, I did it to myself. Mass Bay now at 15-10, and Bunker Hill finishes the season at 18-11. So with that said, this has been a presentation of Local Sports Productions, serving Greater Boston student athletes and beyond for over a decade. Copyright 2023. Unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of LSP is strictly prohibited. A reminder that you can sponsor LSP content or hire us to tape stream or announce your next live event. Contact us for rates, samfeelypbp@gmail.com, or buy a DVD or digital copy of most past video broadcasts at lsp37.creator-spring.com. Check out our exclusive collection of merchandise, and be sure to follow and support us on the web. How you doing, Coach Miz? It's Facebook, PayPal, Creator Spring, Ko-Fi, LSP37. At least I have some time between now and my game later tonight for my throat.
You'll get your voice back.
No, I sure hope so. You'll probably see me, drinking gallons of honey in the next couple hours. Once again, the final score. How you doing, Coach?
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Headed to Holyoke.
I know, right? All right. Once again, the final score from Bunker Hill Community College in Charlestown, Mass. It is the Mass Bay Buccaneers 59 and the Bunker Hill Bulldogs 56. For Adam Nelson and Saeed Vasugi, my name is Sam Feely, reminding you forever and always, freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in. Fresh for 2023. Suckers.